Here we go. It's the Brisbane Lions at the G against the Hawks.
Steph Martin ran into the great Lee Matthews in the warm-up. That's not ideal for anyone, Lee.
It was a bit disappointing. He went at the little fella. He should have been going at you, Darcy, but he almost jumped on my head when the ball came over, didn't it? A big key position type. He's got very, very good stamina.
A chance here for the Hawks. Smith on his left. He gets the Hawks rolling.
The spoil down the centre corridor. It's always a little bit dangerous. Sometimes you've got to spoil, but if it goes down the centre corridor, it's a very open goal for the crumbing play, which happened to be Isaac's one, would think.
Lachie Neale, unbelievable season he had last year.
Brisbane.
Free kick going the way of the Lions. And
To the ball every opportunity this round.
captain of the Brisbane Lions was second in the best and fairest last year, having won.
Jumps, loses it. Rich, Robinson. Here's a chance. McCluggage again fires at goal. He's offline.
So there's heaps of players back where the ball's going to land.
McInerney out the back, the big man. Oh, look at the pickup from McCluggage to Hipwood. That was silky smooth. And Eric Hipwood has got his first goal. And the first one. He's played 75 games coming into this afternoon. 200 centimetres with that sort of agility. There's something.
Ferris from last year in Warple. Makes every Hawthorn fan smile. At famous number 5. Burgoyne, almost. Smith might get another here off the ground. Not quite picked up, mopped up and taken. Problem here for Burgoyne. Very clever. Went low. Henderson quickly shuffled it.
He's head down over the ball.
The high contact player with his head over the ball.
Such a fabulous year last year. 11th season in his best. Runner-up in the best and fairest. Man in his 19th. Squares things up. Why would you doubt that Sean Burgoyne was even thinking about doing anything else other than splitting the middle? Last year, spent so much time trying to get a game with a catch with a body that wouldn't allow him to, and then moved north. Suddenly found a real rhythm. McCluggage involved in all of that, and then just a poke forward from Lions. Still a chance here for the Hawks to mop up. Gunston, ball bounces his way. Comes back to the members' side wing. Wingard's got a couple to beat, used his body really well, and then clean hands at the full stretch. Thought about the handball inside to Mitchell, called to play on. Long ball off his left down the line, but it won't amount to too much because here's Puopolo getting close to game 200, puts it into the run of Wingard. Wingard thinks about going across the face. Almost an opportunity to put it into the...
Probably the bouncing goal. He's a very talented player.
Luggage, time for a fumble. Free kick. It's been picked out, and it's going the way of the Lions.
Have a difference. So not too bad. He got through that, even though he didn't kick it straight.
Interestingly, he had a bit of a squeeze.
Not pressured coming through midfield. That's the time to go towards him and get the little short pass.
Big boy McAvoy casting the role as a key defender. Lachie Neale involved. He got a shove as he got rid of the footy, and Lachie Neale 4 was the next best back in 2002. So here is Lachie Neale.
Gunston careful with his kick, but still missed his mark. Rich Robinson, McCarthy, Neale, quick snap. The snap's better than the set shot. Lions get their second.
Good, just good quick hands here. I mean, he only had a split second to be able to pop it on the boot, kick it across the body. But it's amazing when players don't think, you haven't got much time, you just do it without thinking, the automatic reflex.
Clever little slap, Sicily, Smith.
Advantage.
And they'll take it again. So Scully to Wingard over the top to Patton. The Sun, a problem maybe. Patton ends up with it, gifts it off. Unselfish, and Bruce goes bang. Hawks back in front.
Got it. And it's a quick turnover, so now it's a question of run, use the numbers. That's when the forwards can go backwards because the Lions' defence had got trapped up in the midfield. It becomes quite an easy goal, but it all starts.
Clever player. Can he find a way through? Did well to get it back to Robinson. Tumbling ball. Charlie Cameron's got it.
Small marking forward, Charlie Cameron.
Charlie Cameron decides the conventional drop punt is the go. He kicked 57 goals in 2019.
Got McAvoy, they got Frawley, they got Stratton, and Sicily. So there's plenty of sort of good overhead power in the defence of Hawthorn. So the Lions kicking the ball long and high is probably not going to be the way it's going to work. And must say, you could say the same about the Hawthorn forward line.
So McAvoy on a back flank, and Jonathan Segler staring down Stephen Martin. Martin got into Segler, but in the end, Segler was clever enough to slap it forward. Ended up with the Lions getting the first clearance, but McAvoy and Scully combined. Chance for Puopolo just to turn a tight corner. Rich hot on his hammer. Rich coming off maybe the best season of his career, and then Lachie Neale ends up with the football and again takes a little off the kick. Didn't quite work out for the option that he chose, and Berry picks up the ball and then just drives it long to full forward Stratton front spot against
Harris winner in Warple, and Burgoyne found space. That spells trouble for the Lions. He was able to get it to Bruce, who tried to play on Marcus Adams. Got a hand in. Back to Jono Patton. Moving really well, and the short little left footer. 251 winning games Sean Burgoyne has played in. Only Michael Tuck and Kevin Bartlett have played in more wins, and no mistake there. The Hawks get the first to the second. Way nicely though by Shields. Burgoyne so clever in the one-on-one situation. Bruce kept his feet beautifully. O'Brien out the back. Wingard with space, and he will cruise in. The easiest goal you could ever possibly imagine, Chad Wingard, and it's back-to-back goals for the Hawks.
Is out. Always a free kick.
low ball over the head of Adams, and somehow Shields just drops in and happy to give it off. This sets things up, and Morrison can have a look. His first goal for a while. Didn't kick one last year, and he's... Apologies to all watching on. Ollie Hanrahan. He gets another. Hawks get three in a row.
Well, Hawthorn, I mean, the ability to mark. I mean, Shields set it up, mark the ball really in a cluster of Lions players. When they're not quite sure which to win a zone of defence.
They're focused on what they can control, the Hawks, and that is controlling a lot of the footy. Burgoyne, what a kick that was from Luke Bruce. They're around the body, almost a look-away style kick. Burgoyne surveying the scene. Patton wants it deep in the goal square. Burgoyne thinking that he might just drive it long. Jono Patton's got a one-on-one, and in the end, Sean Burgoyne.
McAvoy getting involved, but Hipwood just starts to dash away. Got a couple of helpers. One of them is Cam Rayner. He can look over the top if he wants to. McStay, and decides to go long instead. Can he bounce it through? Cam can. Well done. He breaks the run of Hawks goals back to 10 points.
Rayner is the one who's going to run to the 50-metre line, but the question is, does he have a shot at goal, or does he chip it into the line of McStay? He hasn't been a great finish kick.
Comparisons to be Dustin Martin-like are about as big as it gets, but you can see that's what he's building towards. Here they come again, the Lions hit. Well, that was really cleverly done. Guided it down to McCarthy. Sprung up, Charlie Cameron got through. Here's Rayner again, squeezed off to the left. Is that the required distance? Not a noted goal kicker, it's fair to say. Just 45 in his 182-game career. Big Steph has pulled that one to the near side.
Robertson, and then a long ball to the wing. Front spot, Gunston. O'Meara and McCarthy wrestled with each other. Easy enough for Gunston, and he gets the 50.
Gunston, we know this part of the game is as good as anyone at the set shot goal kicking, and as I duly...
Pretty effortlessly.
Move it on.
2 metres tall, and then just loads the ball forward. Link McCarthy's got a habit of finding the balls.
And McCarthy was the one who just read the flight, forced himself to the front position. That's a good...
He battled so hard to just get fit. But the Cats never put a big season together, and then didn't miss a game last year. Involved in a press conference. We're not quite sure of the content, but we're all pretty fearful, and we've been expecting perhaps this season to be paused at some point. The AFL CEO will be holding a press conference. We wait with bated breath as Wingard slams another floating ball forward. Harris Andrews knocked to the ground. Patton watches on as Burgoyne and Rich just crash through.
Because there's plenty of Hawthorn players in the area.
Steph Martin with great physical strength. Kept his opponent out with one hand. Ball back in now from Morrison, and there is the halftime siren mark taken